Hi guys, so I'm going to show you how I disinfect my tweezers. I just finished a session and I have around 15 to 30 minutes in between clients to disinfect all of the materials that I used. These tweezers are stainless steel, so I'm able to use all of my disinfecting and sanitizing products on them. I have this little blue brush that I purchased off Amazon, and I'm using antibacterial dial soap to scrub off anything that got on them. Usually I get like pigment on them because I have pigment on my gloves, and so I just make sure that I'm scrubbing thoroughly throughout the entire tweezer. You want to make sure not only do you scrub thoroughly on the part that we use to actually plug out the hairs, but you also want to like flip it over and scrub the part that we're holding, because it is possible to get blood or any kind of bodily fluids on there. And if you see, I always splash it on my scrubs. So if you're a client and you walked in and you see little soap suds on my scrubs, this is why. In this video, I am disinfecting 3 pairs of tweezers, but I also have stainless steel razors, and they are the razors for the face, and I'll also use those every now and then to remove any hairs that are outside of the shape. The gloves that I'm using are not exam gloves, they fit me way too big, so they're thicker, and I just use these when I'm cleaning up, like cleaning down, when I'm wiping down all of my chair and my tray. I'll throw away the gloves that I did the session with because they're probably full of pigment or whatever it might be. The mapping string leaves black everywhere, and then I put on these gloves when I'm going to start cleaning. I also have a paper towel underneath the tweezers while I'm scrubbing them off, and here I'm rinsing each of them thoroughly. And then I place them back on the paper towel after I've rinsed them, and then I'll quickly dry them. You also want to make sure that you are rinsing off the brush and not leaving any of those suds on there. And then my brush just lives next to the sink. And you can buy a pack of multiple of these. So I probably throw them out like once a week. And then I'm using Cavicide to spray that down, and then the brush, and then I'll also spray down each of the tweezers, the pairs of tweezers, and I spray it throughout like the whole handle and the front, because again, you can easily get any like blood or bodily fluids on the handle as well. So Cavicide is medical grade sanitizer, and I also use that to disinfect my chair, and I'll just spray that all over and then wipe it down with these paper towels. And then I also use that to disinfect my tray where all of my materials are sitting on throughout the session. And so I sprayed the tweezers with Cavicide. I'm now wiping it down. And if I have a long day and don't have time or don't want to disinfect my tweezers or materials in between clients, I have 12 sets of tweezers, and then I have 10 sets of the razors that I mentioned that are stainless steel. So I just set the used ones aside. And then here I am placing the tweezers in Barbicide, and I let those sit in there for around 10 minutes. Now if you see, I completely missed the little tray, so I put them back in there, and that helps you easily take them out once 10 minutes have passed. Here I just wanted to show you the Cavicide that I use, and make sure to disinfect the area where you had the tweezers sitting, just so everything stays sanitized. If you're doing it like me, then water after you've rinsed them could contain microorganisms. And that's my brush.